with you some of the ideas that I have in my books that I've been privileged to write about the time we're living in. One of my books is called The Well of Living Waters. And the idea behind it is that there's 3 coordinates in the Sefer Yetzirah, what's called Olam, Shana, Nefesh. Olam is world, and therefore it relates to what we call space. Shana is year, and so it relates to what we call time. And Nefesh is soul, and it relates to what we call consciousness. So you have space and time and consciousness, or space-time and consciousness. And just to set it up clearly, you have here soul, consciousness. We come from above this world, and we come into space-time. We come into a world where we forget who we are. That's the condition for coming here, amnesia. We don't even know who we are. The rest is history. We don't know who we are. And how this works is very complex, and we have deep teachings about it. And we'd like to share some of those teachings. Even though they're deep, but they're also beautiful, they're simple. And to know how beautiful Hashem's world is, the way He thought of this world, and how we're going to be so thankful to Him when we finally get it. So it's worth being thankful even now, before we get it. So, Olam, Shana, Nefesh. Again, it's nice to understand that Nefesh is one of the names for soul. And you have other names also. You have 5 names for the soul. Nefesh, Ruach, Neshama, Chaya, Yechida. Neshama is one of the most famous words for soul. It comes from the verse, Vayipach be'apav nishmat chayim. Hashem blew into man, the breath of life, which is the breath of Hashem's mouth, so to speak. Nishmat chayim, ve'haya ha'adam le'nefesh haya. And the man became a living nefesh. And so the Targum Onkelos says, L'ruach mimalela. He became a speaking spirit. So in this verse, if you include the Targum, you get 3 very important words for soul. Nefesh is the lowest, Ruach is in between, and Neshama is the highest. And Neshama has the same letters as the word Shmoneh. Shmoneh is the number 8. The number 8, as we know, in terms of the symbolic meaning of numbers, is 6 is the 3-dimensional world that we live in. A cube has 6 sides to it. If you're standing at an intersection, you have east, west, north, south, up and down. That's 6 directions. The 6 directions of physical space, of 3-dimensional space. The point of 7 is the point in the middle of the 8, of the 6. The point of 7 is the spiritual essence within the world. That's why Shabbat not only is the culmination of the 6 days of the week, it is also, according to the Ari, it is accompanied by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday on one side, and Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday on the other side, and it's in the middle. It's called a bride who's accompanied by the Shishbinim, by her bridesmaids, because she's in the middle. She's the essence. And so in terms of a cube, if you have the 6-sided cube, you have, if your mind, you know that the diagonals of all of the different corners of the cube meet in the middle. That would be the point of 7. If you break the cube open, it's not there. It's a cognitive reality. It's something you can only know with your mind. You can't see it. You can't see the soul of the 6. You can only know that it's there. And where's the soul of the 6? Where does the 7 get its energy? From 8. From the level of 8. Neshama, Shmoneh. The level that's above space and time. So the 8 comes down in such a way that it doesn't upset the laws of 6. It conforms to, within the world of 6, within the world of time and space. It's the spiritual essence. And that's why we are the people, not only of 8, we love 8. 8 represents miracles. We're the people of 7, the people who bring miracles into the world right here, right now. That's what 7 means. Lafnim, to bring it inside. to make it yours. That's why we keep Sukkot for 7 days, and we keep Pesach for 7 days, and we mourn for 7 days, and we marry for 7 days. Because 7, when you do something 7 times, you make it yours. Now, once you've been in the sukkah for 7 days, you walk out of the sukkah, you've taken it into yourself. Now you can walk and you can represent what that means in the world. So the concept of neshama coming down into the world, into a world of space and time, that at first space and time overwhelms us. We don't know what to do. We forget who we are. But eventually we believe that the force of the soul, the power of neshama, will become so powerful that it will change space and time. And we are living at that time right now. We are living at a time what is called the ascent of neshama, the ascent of the Shekhinah. She went down to the lowest of the lowest to get all the sparks of holiness. And now the Shekhinah is beginning to rise up. Rise up. People are going to be more and more aware of God. People are going to be more and more aware that we're living in a special time when the truth will be revealed. So again, now we're going to switch to Shana, time. We're doing this very quickly now, and we can do it in more depth at another time, and you can see it in my book, The Well of Living Waters. Time. Where are we living in time? We are now in the year 5771. That's, if the year 5000 corresponds to the year 1240 on the secular calendar, so you go up here 3/4 of the way around, and you come to 750 years of the 6th millennium, 5750. That was in 1990. Now we're already up here, 20 years. It's 5771. We are promised that this last quarter, we've gone through 3/4 of this millennium. The last quarter we're promised has to be a time when the Mashiach will come. This is the template of the Torah. 6 days leading to Shabbat. 6,000 years leading to Shabbat. And we are promised that just as our wives and our mothers and our grandmothers lit Shabbat candles early, every Friday, and they brought the Shabbat in by going like this and closing their eyes. So also we will be privileged to receive the Shabbat before the end of the 6th millennium. The time we're living in. I need to go into this more. I'm going to go into this in another time, in the next segment of this teaching, to deepen our understanding of the time we're living in and the powerful light that's shining in right now from the Shabbat into your life and into mine. Shalom, shalom. Bless you.